In this Java tutorial, I will teach you how to create a calculator console program using my console framework. First, I will show you the end result. It's a very simple calculator. You select an operation and then two numbers and then get the result. Now we will create a class and call it calculator. We will make it extend yConsoleAction. Then we will go to main inside of yConsole frame object constructor. Inside of yConsole frame object argument, we will replace test app with calculator. Inside calculator, we will extend yinit and do commands. We will also create two methods, menu and hasNums. Calculator has also three doubles, attributes, x, y, and result. X and y are used to hold the two numbers the user inputs, and the result is for the calculation of the two numbers, depending on the operator selected by the user. Menu method outputs the text menu. Do commands gets the user input and decides what to do with it. First, in do commands, we check if the user's input is exit. If it does, call reset and use return to stop the code execution in do commands. Reset is a method inherited from yConsoleAction. It does three things: set OP attribute to 0, yi to 0, and call the menu method. Menu is also a method inside of yConsoleAction. It's meant to be overridden and used for your program's main menu. OP attribute is an int like yi attribute. I covered yi in the previous tutorial, but in short, both yi and OP are used to count. OP is used to count main menu operations, and yi is used for inner menu operations counting. This is how I do flow control in my console framework. You can use other method. Next, in do commands, we check if OP is equal to 0. This happens when the program starts or restarts. When the user sends his first input that is not exit, exit will just reset everything again, and exit is executed before reaching this if. Inside of if OP is 0, we set OP to the number inputted. This is the operation the user has selected. It only accepts a number input. Next, we check if OP is not bigger than 5 and bigger or equal to 1, just in case the user inputs wrong numbers. The main menu allowed input is 1 to 5 only. Once the OP is set, we can start creating operations. The first one is if OP is equal to 1. If it is, anytime the user inputs something, it will go through OP1. OP1 runs and checks the method hasNums. What hasNums is used for is to ask the user for two numbers. When it gets them, it will return 2. Then it runs the operation, in this case plus. So result is equals x plus y. And then we output it to the user end and use return to stop any further code execution. The rest of the OPs are practically the same. Now we will go over hasNums. In this method, we will use yi to count the order of actions. First time we enter hasNums is after the user has selected an option from the main menu. So we will only output to the user to input a number. Then we increment yi and return false because we don't have both numbers yet. In yi1, we get the first number from the current input as a double. Then we output the first number and ask for the second number. Increment yi and return false because we still don't have the two numbers. In yi2, we get the second number output. It increments yi so it won't repeat yi2, and after the if we return true. Then the OP can do calculation in result, output the result to the user and reset the program, so the user can do another calculation. That's it. If anything is unclear, please contact me and I will try to help you and improve this tutorial.